Buc-ees is a chain of convenience stores and gas stations that opened in 1982. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified of my latest videos. Please hit that like button and leave a suggestion or a comment. You might see that in a future video. Thanks for watching, and now back to a regular scheduled program. Arch, Beaver, Aplin, and Don Wasek opened their first store as partners in Clute, Texas in 1982. Aplin formed the name Buc-ees by combining his childhood nickname, the name of his Labrador Retriever, Buck, as well as the appeal of Ipana's toothpaste animated mascot, Buc-ee the Beaver. In 1982, 2 years after graduating from college, Arch III got another idea. He knew that there was an unused property next to a four-way stop sign on the border between Lake Jackson and the town of Clute. His plans for the property seemed modest: build a kind of general mercantile store of his own. Arch III wanted to make his store just a little special. Sure, he would offer the same beef jerky and chips and soda as everyone else, but he installed brass ceiling fans and wrapped the upper parts of the walls in rough cedar. His store would be a little bit more inviting too, a roomy 3,000 square foot instead of the industry average 2,400 square feet. The logo wasn't ready by the time the store opened, but he had already commissioned it. It would be a cartoon riff on his nickname since childhood, Beaver. When Aplin opened the first Buc-ees in 1982, he may have had ambitions for more stores, but he grew his chain slowly. He didn't open the second Buc-ees until 1985, and while it was bigger, 6,000 square feet, and more innovative than the first, it had an on-site kitchen that churned out sandwiches, breakfast tacos, and donuts. It was still a far cry from the stores to come. Aplin didn't open the second location alone. By then, he had partnered with another area convenience store owner, Don Wasek. From the first 3 years of their partnership, Aplin and Wasek shared a desk, and the close quarters created a mind meld. The two men brought complementary skill sets. Wasek, whose father had been a Lone Star beer distributor, was fluent in supply chains and retail operations. He also preferred to stay in the background. Aplin was the resident Buc-ee's dreamer, and not only the brand's public face, but its personification. During its first 2 decades, Buc-ee's became a regional powerhouse, opening up 20 stores. Aplin and Wasek also financed their projects with bank loans instead of raising capital by giving up equity to outside investors. In 1989, they opened Buc-ee's Beach Store in Freeport, marking the first time the company sold clothing and fishing gear. In 1991, they entered the live music business, starting a Lake Jackson ice house called Uncle Buck's. In 2003, when Aplin and Wasek opened a store in Luling, they were ready to take their business to another level. Luling was the first Buc-ee's location that looked like what most Texans now think of as Buc-ee's location. It was off an interstate and geared towards long-distance travelers. 18-wheelers were banned in an effort to differentiate the store from truck stops and attract families. It offered barbecue sandwiches and soon added Buc-ee-branded t-shirts and a caramel-covered corn puff snack the company called Beaver Nuggets. In 2006, Aplin and Wasek nearly doubled the store's square footage to 17,000. Then in 2009, they nearly doubled it again. In the same year, Buc-ee's opened similar-sized stores in Madisonville and Wharton. These 3 locations weren't just convenience stores. They were, by industry standards, travel centers, and they created what has become the Buc-ee's model. They were situated on major roads that connected major population centers. They were far enough away from big cities that they could serve as logical stopping points on multi-hour car trips. They weren't just pit stops, they were highway oases. The travel centers made Buc-ee's famous. The billboards advertising Buc-ee's became as famous as the travel centers. What a funny way to take your mind off that long drive by reading some of their iconic signs. And speaking of restrooms, Aplin and Wasek really wanted to stress the clean restrooms, he remembers, because, well, a comfortable place to relieve yourself is a universal need, one not well met by existing options. In fact, Buc-ees strives to keep a clean restroom as their focal point. In 2006, total sales had more than tripled to $202 million. By 2015, the company took in $959 million. In 2012, Buc-ees opened its largest travel center in New Braunfels, Texas on Interstate 35. The New Braunfels location is the largest convenience store in the world at 68,000 square feet. The store features 120 fueling positions, 1,000 parking spots, 64 ice freezers, 83 toilets, 31 cash registers, 4 icy machines, and 80 fountain dispensers. It also offers tubing and water gear for enjoying the nearby Guadalupe River. The New Braunfels, Texas store was named the 2012 Best Restroom in America by Cintas.
To the record books.
On Thursday, Guinness will certify it has the longest car wash in the world, and you have a shot at trying it out for free.
Our Brett Buffington joins us live along the Katy Freeway that is near Cane Island Parkway. What's the deal, Brett?
Lynn, here it is in all of its glory, closed for the night. But that won't be the case on Thursday when this world record car wash will be up and running for free. If bigger is truly better, that would make this the best bubble bath a dirty car can find. It's a 5-minute ride down this 255-foot track. Quick math, that's 45 feet short of a football field. Still a score for Buc-ee's newest store in Katy. This car wash is the longest you'll find anywhere.
Oh, wow. So it's true then. Okay. Wow, that's neat.
It gets neater. This week, this super-sized sud machine will officially break a world record.
Really? That's awesome.
But does size really matter? What are you getting? Sure, there are more blowers, more brushes, more nozzles. Oh, it's colorful too.
Oh, you see pink and yellow, and you liked it? Was it fun? Are we going to do it again?
He must not know. The longest car wash also holds more cars. Drivers notice that.
How close you are to the car in front of you. There was a lot of cars in there in line.
That will help speed things along.
I'm be like, anytime you come to Katy, you need to go.
As word gets out, the already busy world record wash is open for business. Well, open for business, that is, during business hours. For the wash, that is from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, unlike the gas station that's open 24 hours. Of course, Buc-ee's no stranger to owning big things. They also own the world's largest convenience store. Of course, that is in New Braunfels. We're live in Katy tonight. Brett Buffington, KHOU 11 News.
Buc-ee's upcoming location in Tennessee will break the record already held by Buc-ee's with a 74,000 square foot travel center. It will offer 120 gas pumps just outside its store with snack, meal, and drink options for travelers. The new business plans to bring at least 175 new jobs to the new location. So what are your memories of this place? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.